Ooh, looks like there's a new DC contender in town. Well, hello there everybody, I'm Photo Dave and this is Toypixx, and whether this is your first or 100th time on the channel, Toypixx is all about helping you and helping me get a whole lot better at our action figure photography. So if that sounds cool to you, go ahead and click the subscribe while I describe what Photogenic Figures is all about. Photogenic Figures is basically a chance for me to nerd out about upcoming releases, things that have been announced, and all that good stuff that I think are going to look good in front of the lens and under the light. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Check this out. It totally caught me off guard, and frankly, I wanted to talk about it. 5K Toys showed on their Instagram page an image of, they were drawings of some Batman stuff and all that, but it had the official logos and everything, and when you read the description, you find out that there's a new 1/12 scale DC line in town. The company is called Kaiyu model, K-A-I-Y-U. Clearly I'm going to have to learn how to speak Japanese, but it did say 1/12 scale, and sadly both pictures showed Batman, and more sadly, these aren't renders at all, they're just drawings, so we'll have to wait and see. I know that I'm not, maybe they won't be all that photogenic, but the fact that maybe Mezco has some competition and maybe we'll get some crazy stuff that even Mafex can look at and say, oh man, we gotta up our game, that can only be good things if these are really sweet figures. As action figure photographers, obviously we all dig our props, and something I found on BBTS is the Nendoroid More design container. Just a really colorful container. I can't tell you anything more. You just look at the pictures and you can see, hey, I could put something in there. Maybe it could be something where Deadpool's carrying along a big weapons case, but it looks adorable like that so nobody questions him. Or maybe Frank decides to wear a pink bunny outfit and does the same kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just thinking of it as an incognito but very cognito kind of case. I think it might be cool in the right setting, but if you're down, hey, BBTS has them, and I'll make sure and put a link in the description below. Earlier in the week, 5K Toys gave us a preview of the Rat from Wave 2 of the 1/12 scale Samurai Animal series by Fury Toys. Look at that thing. I feel like I give really quality insight when I speak on these things, such as, look at that thing! But here's some stuff that I noticed. It's possible that you might be able to remove that plastic piece that's over his shoulders. I just don't see in the pictures where it's really connected. It might just be an overlay piece. But he's got that really cool hat where he looks like one of those characters that's just wandering. Like he looks like a wandering rat. And he comes with 4 little baby turtles. And I have no idea what this could possibly be alluding to, but he also comes with a walking stick, several hands, all kinds of good stuff. And yeah, he's definitely going to be joining my collection because he's definitely going to look good in front of the camera, and he'll also look good posed with Fury Toys, Samurai Spring, and Crocker. I don't know, for some reason I think they go together, it's weird. And now, because I can, and because I came across it, and because it cracked me up, and no, I'm not gonna get it, and no, I'm not sure it's all that photogenic, unless you're into cosplay, possibly, is the Chainsaw Man Pochita 1/1 scale vinyl figure. Honestly, I know nothing of Chainsaw Man. I read that it's an anime. I'm gonna guess that the correct pronunciation is anime, if the correct pronunciation of, the one company is Mafex. I'm going with anime, even though anime makes me sound like, oh, that guy. But I digress. This looks like a chainsaw just covered in a stuffed animal. And I came across it, I chuckled, I laughed. Hopefully now you get to too. And now for the part of the show where I'm gonna pretend I'm really smart and totally mispronounce a bunch of stuff, and you're gonna pretend that I nailed it. Here we go. This character, this figure is from Naruto, I guess, Shippuden SH Figuarts Kakashi Hatake, famed Sharingan hero. Nailed it. Okay, what I like here? The folds. I like how articulated he is. I like that he comes with 5 sets of hands, plus a couple extras, it looks like, for action-y stuff that maybe this character does. I don't know anything about that character. I saw him, he flashed across my screen, he looks like he can get in some great poses, the sculpt is really awesome, and he looks really cool just standing there as well. So, yeah. Anybody who wants that guy, anybody who knows about Naruto, you're gonna have a lot of fun putting him under your lights and in front of your lens. And now, what I can only describe as action figure jerky, ladies and gentlemen, we have from Bandai Namco, the Stranger Things The Void series, Vecna. Seriously, action figure jerky. Now here's the thing, I've already told you I'm a bad nerd. I don't watch all the things, I haven't seen Stranger Things, but looking at this figure, I can only guess that it was dehydrated at first, and then some skin was peeled off. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments if you watch Stranger Things what the real story of this thing is. It looks like all the points of articulation are there, but the images that they took of it don't really show how well it moves. So I'm not sure what we're looking at articulation-wise, but I can tell you texture-wise, you hit that thing with some lights, and it's going to look creepy. You hit it with some underlight, and you're going to get nightmare fuel. And, man, if I had the space, if I had the extra cash lying around, I might actually get a few of these things. They're just disturbing enough to be like a cool zombie army instead of, you know, one of those lame zombie armies. Oh, thank goodness. We're finally back to franchises I know something about. Here we have the Transformers masterpiece MP48 Dark Amber Leo Prime. Good Lord! That was a lot of words, but that's a lot of robots. That thing looks pretty good. You know my stance when it comes to robots. If the robot looks cool, the robot's gonna look good in front of the lens and under the lights, but he has the added benefit of having a lot of dark colors, and that always helps. When you hit those colors really hard with a light, you can usually get a lot of really cool contrast. And I'm a guy who likes a lot of really cool contrast, which is probably why I dig figures that are dressed in black so much. I think that thing's gonna look pretty cool. Not a masterpiece guy anymore. I used to love that line. I just, you know, got out of it. But if you're still a fan of the Masterpiece Transformers, and you're a fan of the action figure photography, this might be one you can't pass up. And finally, we have one of my absolute favorite characters decked out in 2 of my least favorite gimmicks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have from SH Figuarts the Tech-On Venomized Wolverine. Wolverine is awesome, but what I don't like is giving every Marvel character ever an Iron Man suit, and what I like even less is making every Marvel character ever get covered in goo. I don't need my superheroes covered in symbiote goo. I don't need my superheroes covered in any goo, for that matter. But I can't deny that when I take the logic out of it, when I take what I think of these characters just completely away, just totally remove them, that is a cool looking figure. And again, he's got the benefit of being in dark colors. Those claws look wicked. I think this is just a repaint, but I'm not sure. I wasn't doing so much of this and paying that much attention way back when this Wolverine, the initial Tech-On Wolverine came out. So I'm not sure, but I do like that he's got those whip, like kind of tendril things that can fire out from where his claws should fire out. I mean, he does look cool. He's not really for me. I try to keep my stuff to 616, and if this is 616, also looks that last a while. So, not for me. Looks cool. Hate the gimmicks, but you might think it's very cool. And if you do, link in the description below. Oh, I already recorded the outro and then thought to myself, wait a sec, how can I not talk about Tier 4 of the G.I. Joe Classified HasLab His Tank project? It is classic Cobra Commander, but with the important caveat of Mickey Mouse ears. So here's the thing. Yes, you do have to pay for that His Tank to get that Cobra Commander, or wait for him to hit the secondary market. But I'm nearly 100% confident that Hasbro's going to re-release this exact mold in some other color with slight variations to give us the real Cobra logo on the chest, so that everybody can get their shot at a classic Cobra Commander. So don't worry, you're not having to go try and break through a $300 paywall. You're gonna get this figure. We're cool with that. We understand that, because he also said in the announcement, it's a totally all-new sculpt, and that came from the Commander himself, and Cobra Commander's nothing if not honest. Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, as the kids say, is that. Comment below and let me know what you think of the figures I talked about today, and even more importantly, comment with what figures you think I missed in the last week that you think are going to look great under the lights and in front of the lens. Whew! As always, I'm going to make sure and leave links to all this stuff in the video description below. If you see any Amazon affiliate links, what that means is if you click on that link and purchase anything at all on Amazon, I get a commission, helps out the channel. I appreciate it. And if you can't do it today, no worries. Remember, Prime Day is coming up on July 12th and 13th, and I'm thinking there's going to be deals to be had. Not sure, but traditionally, there's deals to be had. So come on back, click any of the affiliate links that I have, go there via those, and shop to your heart's content. Other than that, it's been a big week. I recorded my 100th video. I got my 300th subscriber, so it's kind of a fast track on the way to 1,000 now. In the beginning, it was a big time grind. Like, I was fighting to get anybody, and now people are starting to watch the channel. I don't know what's going on, but I'm happy about it. So thanks to everyone who's been watching for a while. Thanks to everyone who's recently signed on and subscribed to the old channel and who listens to me speak, because really, it's a whole lot of fun, and I'm glad to have you guys along for the ride. So that's what I've got for this one. So until next time, have fun and happy snapping. See ya.